India's first Paralympian swimmer, Sharath M. Gaikwad, is all set to make the country proud once again. As Infinite Solutions sponsors him, he gears up to participate in the upcoming Germany Swimming Championship on April 24th. My colleague Nabila catches up with the Bengaluru boy ahead of his challenge.
The lack of one arm has really not stopped this man from becoming one of the world's fastest swimmers in his category. Sharath Gaikwad, Bengaluru boy, is now all set to battle it out in the German Swimming Championship. And right ahead of his battle, it's my pleasure to talk to you, Sharath. We are absolutely proud. Tell us how you are feeling to be participating in the German Swimming Championship.
German Swimming Championship is a very important meet for me this year because it's a qualifying meet for the Asian Games, and I'm planning to qualify in 7 events. So I've already qualified in 3 events, but I need to make it in 4 more. So this competition is very important for me to better my performance, and I'm swimming after almost 7-8 months. So I don't know how good I am right now, but I'm certainly fit and training hard and hoping to do well.
Why do you say 7-8 months? What was the break for?
No, I didn't have any competitions during this time, and I chose there were a couple of competitions before, but I chose German Championship particularly because I have been there already 3 times, and I'm used to the conditions there, and we get to swim a lot of events also there. I'm currently swimming 11 events at the championship this time. So
this is also a ticket for the Asia Cup, you said. Yeah. All right, you're the first and only Paralympian representing India who represented India in the 2012 Olympics in London. You came 9th place, yeah. Am I right? Okay. What fell short, and what is it that you're going to learn and take back to the German championship?
Every time I've been improving myself, and in 2012 I finished 9th, and last year nothing went wrong actually, because I gave my best performance in all the events I swam, and it was just not small margin. Also I improved my timings in a very big margin, and I was very happy with my performance and the way the training I did. So it's nothing special this time also, but it's just regular training, and I'm aiming to qualify for the Asian Games, and looking forward to swim at the Asian Games and win 3-4 medals for the country.
All right. How does it feel to be the only Paralympian representing India, and that also a Bengaluru boy? It makes us absolutely proud. What do you think of the other other swimmers of your category?
It's just the thing that I've been getting all the support I need from the beginning, and most of them have not got that opportunity in their career. So there was a lot of potential for 3-4 swimmers to qualify for the Paralympic Games, but unfortunately due to lack of support they couldn't make it, and I feel lucky in that part, so because I got all the support I need, and as I think to myself is that you work hard, you're definitely going to get there, and that's what I did. I didn't worry about anything else more. I just try to work hard and give the qualifying time.
Very inspiring, Sharath. I mean, on a lighter note, if you can tell us finally, you inspire us. Who inspires you? Who is your true hero?
Ian Thorpe, who is an Australian swimmer, and Sachin Tendulkar is my main inspirations.
Wow. Another question that I can't help but ask, have you ever thought of having an arm, a prosthetic arm?
In the beginning, yeah, when I used to find everything difficulty to maintain and get things done, I was feeling that I needed to have one more hand. But as I got used to things, and today I can't imagine what I can't do. So I think I can do everything right now. So.
All right. So you don't want a prosthetic arm?
No.
Never?
No.
Never.
No.
So this is the way you are?
Yeah.
Wow, we are so proud of you, Sharath. Do you want to tell all our viewers in Bengaluru, we are so proud of you. You're going to be representing India, and you're from the city. So what do you have to say?
It's just that, work hard, and everything will, work out for you. I personally believe that only my hard work is going to take me to my success or failure. If I fail, that means I haven't worked hard enough. So I think everyone should concentrate on working hard and achieving their goals.
You're also teaching a few children, right?
Yeah.
What do they say? What did they say? What is the feedback you get?
It's very I don't know what to say, but I personally want to become a coach after I quit swimming, and
Will you ever
I've-
quit?
uh, hoping I'm planning to swim 3 more years and then take a break. And yeah, right now my coach has given me the opportunity to just warm up with these kids, and they are doing very well, and even I am enjoying my time coaching. So
What
it's very good.
else? What better for us, for Bengaluru kids, to have a coach better than Sharath? Thank you, Sharath. All the very best from our end. Thank you so much for speaking to us. That was Sharath Gaikwad, 22-year-old, all set to be part of the German International Swimming Championship. And we only wish and hope and pray, we keep our fingers crossed, that he brings back the top honours home. With camera person Samir, this is Nabila for News 9.
Vishu was celebrated today, and on this occasion, we bring to you the story of a Keralite who took London by storm with his mouth-watering sadhya.
Meet Das Sridharan. Born to parents who ran a tea stall in Kochi, Das was always very interested in the food business. Hence, 20 years back, Das took off to London to introduce simple Kerala food to the meat-loving Englishmen, and surprisingly, it worked wonders. It worked so well that it instantly became a raging sensation among the vegetarians of London who would come to Das to savor Kerala food. It was the first time in London that coconut was used so well as a flavour that even Bollywood actress Aishwarya Rai ensured she met Das to eat authentic Kerala food every time she was in London.
You're somebody who's gone to the UK. You have a lot of restaurants there. You have taken the Kerala food, the Indian food there. What is the response from the Britishers, from the English when they eat this food? It's so simple, away from all the steaks and all the pastas they normally eat.
No, actually, to surprise us all, England had the best heritage of Indian traditions, and curry was popular almost 100 years ago. And even before, it was, like Southern Indian food, which was popular in North India, maybe in the last 25, 30 years. But even before that, it was available in UK. So I think it is because the colonial connections, people got used to the Eastern flavors. And today, if you look at the market of restaurants, I started 20 years ago in UK. Today in the UK itself, we have about 20,000 Indian restaurants and thousands in London. So if you ask every child in UK, they would easily say their national dish is a curry. So curry is the term that we use for Indian food. Not the best of terms, but that's how it's known as. So I'm very proud that I was one of the first people to introduce regional Indian food. Like, until then it was just known as curry as a bit of concept. North Indian food all over the place. And when I went, I introduced Kerala food, and I developed food and culture, how it can be incorporated. We did lots of festivals over the years. And today we have a chain of restaurants.
Superb.
And it's also fascinating that I started my business first in UK. I brought curry home here, started my first restaurant in Bangalore.
Cheta, I mean, we have heard your complete story now. Now Bhakshanam. Now it is total. Now the aromas of the ghee and the sadhya is just hitting my nose. Being a foodie myself, I just want to dig into all the possible items you have on your banana leaf. Let's go. Let's go
and have a feast.
Let's go and have a feast and understand what goes into a sadhya platter.
Das likes to keep things simple when it comes to his sadhya and believes that it has worked for him in London. He believes that unlike a spicy Andhra meal, the speciality of a Kerala sadhya is a mild and simple flavor it brings to the table, and that defines it as a cuisine. He takes us through his famous sadhya.
So all you Chetas and Chechis, it's time for us to indulge in some sadhya. Take a look at this. My God, it looks so simple, so divine, so amazing, and very, very colorful. Coming straight out of the recipe book of Mallu, that is Mr. Das Sridharan. Mr. Das, can you start explaining to us about the significance of all these foods and how we actually begin enjoying our sadhya?
First of all, very much like the traditional concept.
Okay.
This is very organic.
Okay.
And we follow the the real traditions of the past.
All right.
Like, as you can see, the meal is on a banana leaf.
Yes.
And traditionally, it starts from the left to right.
Okay.
Start with lots of pickles.
Okay.
You know, we have great tradition of pickles and
Yes.
chutneys.
And what are these two pickles here?
You have mango pickle here,
Okay.
and then the next is ginger,
Okay.
which is very popular.
All right.
And then you have lemon. Dry dishes first, and that's
Okay.
made of spinach.
All right.
And here you have something, we call it olen.
Okay.
So we make it with pumpkins and potatoes.
Oh wow. All right.
It's a very light, like a stew.
Yeah,
it's a beautiful
it looks
dish.
like a
Yeah.
looks like a very light.
It's one of the most pure flavors.
Wonderful. Okay.
And here, this is the most popular Kerala dish called avial.
Avial. Wow. Have you ever heard of
Avial again, it's
Yes.
crunchy vegetables with nice fresh paste of coconut.
Absolutely.
Then this one is also another famous dish called kootukari.
Kootukari.
Mixed
I've heard that.
vegetables with chickpeas and
Nice.
a nice paste of coconut and black pepper.
Nice.
Because we are home to black pepper as well.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yes. And then we have the very famous red rice.
Red rice.
Which the Mallus love. I enjoy red rice
Yeah.
thoroughly.
So-called mota chawal.
Mota chawal. Yes. Yes.
And this is the first course.
Uh-huh.
You know, like a dal,
Okay.
traditional mung bean dal.
All right.
And it's basically just dal cooked plain
Okay.
with coconut, nothing else in there.
Super.
We add a bit of ghee on top. That's supposed to be a first course,
Wonderful.
followed by rice and sambar.
Okay.
Then you have a yogurt dish,
Yes.
then a rasam. The finale, the payasam.
The paisams.
So we have today palada.
Wow.
Well, Das has now chosen to come to Nama City to bring back the tradition he started in London and give all the Keralites the most authentic sadhya they can ever eat. So if you are someone who craves for the coconut flavors from God's own country, then you know whom to meet. Vivek Vinayak, News 9, Bengaluru.